welcome back to the 20th Century Dude channel. So, for some of you gamers out there, you might have heard the news about Nintendo Switch 2. And I myself am sort of debating whether or not to even get a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm kind of content enough with the one I currently have, so why don't we watch the announcement first, and then I'll go into a deeper dive of what to expect from Nintendo Switch 2.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen. In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller with a friend. In handheld mode, play anywhere you go. With these three play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system. At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen. The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles. The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back. The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally. The left and right sticks are now larger. Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse, opening up even more ways to play in compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using two mice, like this. By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you. Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Alright, so overall, what can we expect from Nintendo Switch 2? So, compared to this model right here, it is apparently a little bigger. They changed the Joy-Cons here on the side a little bit as well. And storage space is also a little bigger on this machine. The original model also for storage space had 32 gigs for this machine right here, whereas the new one apparently has 256. We can also see, looking at it, we do get some extra micro SD storage. We have a lot of the same Wi-Fi and Bluetooth settings. Charging battery life, that seems to have improved a little bit with this new model. Fortunately, the DS also did a similar thing back in the day, although I guess you can also say the same with the Wii, with GameCube games. So, what happens here is we can play regular Switch games in the Switch 2, which is kind of nice that we don't have to go back and get a whole bunch of new games, because I feel like that'd be kind of a pain, to be quite honest. Apparently there's like improved sound or whatever, but honestly I thought the sound was already pretty nice. So I'm guessing here it looks mostly like an enhancement to the original model. And before I forget, I didn't want to bring up some of the games they announced. They announced a new Mario Kart, which I'm not surprised about at all, although notoriously I heard that Diddy Kong is not in Mario Kart World, and some people think that it's because of, well, Sean Diddy Combs. Those whole allegations that Diddy Kong's on this movie, which, I mean, any smart person would realize, hey, Diddy Combs and Diddy Kong are not even remotely the same thing, but whatever, I guess. Speaking of Kong, we get a Donkey Kong Bonanza game. And what else do we have here? So there's another Metroid Prime for you Metroid fans out there. That's not one I'm super in-depth with as far as experience goes. There's another Kirby Air Raiders. Kirby was never really my favorite. There's another Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment game from the Hyrule Warriors series. I guess there's a spin-off series I completely forgot about, so that's my bad. Looks like there's Dragon Drive racing game, something called the Dusk Bloods. It looks like that's an original game. Then there's a Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Alrighty, and I guess people were kind of upset. They were expecting to get a new Smash Brothers game for Nintendo Switch 2, which I guess that would make it, what would it be, about 6th game, I think, in the Smash series. But, I mean, to be quite honest, I'm quite happy with Smash Ultimate the way it is. I mean, if you want to take the original game and maybe add some more updates to it, I'm sure that's just as plausible. But I don't really see the need why we need a new Smash game right now. Again, the last one was called Ultimate. That is the biggest and the best of them all, so I don't really know how you can really top that at this point. Again, if you wanted to update the original game, that's just as plausible. But yeah, that's Nintendo Switch 2 apparently. So here's going to be the basic question: what about Nintendo Switch 2, despite all these enhancements to the original game. What about that should make me abandon Nintendo Switch 1 and then spend, what was it, $449, right? That was almost twice as much as what I paid for this. Now, again, this was used. I bought this off somebody. And I paid probably, I'm going to be paying twice as much for the Switch 2 as I bought for this console here. So, again, price-wise, if I want to be spending $449 on something, especially considering my, unfortunately, immense amount of school loans I seem to be dealing with right now, what about Nintendo Switch 2 should make me ditch this and go spend money on this new thing, games and all, right? I suppose when it comes to the games, I might want to see some playthroughs or watch friends play them first or play with them first before I go and get these games. Because to be quite honest, I'm not just going to go blindly go get a game I've never played before. That's just how I am with video games. But again, what about Switch 2? Should I ditch Switch 1 for? So, at the end of the day, is it really worth getting Nintendo Switch 2? So, I suppose when this console does come out and people do start buying them, maybe I'll have a complete answer for this. But I suppose let me know in the comments down below whether or not this is going to be a worthy purchase right now. Should I go on June 5th, 2025, to my local GameStop, or I don't know if Best Buy sells video games. I don't think they do, but any electronic store that would be selling this, right? What should make me go down to GameStop or something that day and pick this up? I guess that's what I want to know. So I'm divided on whether or not I want to do that or not, because again, I really do like my Switch the way it is. I've had this for what, almost 4 Christmases now, I think. So got it, 3-4 years ago, and I got it to get a Switch and catch up with everybody else who had a Switch. So I hope I wouldn't be late to the game again, but here we are as we apparently, here we are. Anyway, that's all I have for today. So I guess let me know down below whether or not I even need to get a Switch 2 or not. I really don't know, and I wouldn't really care to right now. But if it's so pertinent that I have to go out and get this system, I guess I will. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have for today. So thank you for tuning in to 20th Century Dude once again. For all you Switch fans who are planning on getting a Switch 2, I guess enjoy it while you got it, and maybe I'll pick it up, maybe I won't. I don't know. I guess we'll come to that decision later. But that's all I have for today. So thank you for tuning in, and hope to catch you on the fly. See ya.